Hi, I'm Xander and welcome to my channel. I'm a poet and a songsmith, and my channel is about my creative process. I go through the inspiration behind something I've written, either a song or a poem. I run through what it sounds like, kind of a performance, but you know, it is what it is. And after that, I talk about the nuts and bolts of it, how I imagine it should be sung, or any kind of technical aspects of the song that I think are important to know. My description will include includes a link to my blog, and you will find the words to the song, because in this case it's a song, and a clearer performance of the song on my blog, because the performance that I have in one of these videos pretty much is just what I can do on the day. Before I do anything further, though, I would like to acknowledge the Wadawurrung people on whose lands I'm broadcasting today. Their elders, past, present, and emerging, and any other elder who happens to be watching this. This was, and always will be, Aboriginal land. Sovereignty was never ceded. This is stolen land, and we should acknowledge that. Okay, so the song that I have today to share with you is a song I wrote back in February, and it was written between Valentine's Day and Mew's birthday. So that's like approximately a week between those two dates. And there was a lot of things happening on social media at this time. Something happened on social media. Things got really intense there for a while. And I don't normally, with my dedication songs, I normally write a dedication song for people that I know, except there's only a very small number of exceptions. I wrote one for Yasu of Acid Black Cherry fame, because he was in need of healing, and I wanted to send a healing song. But that's about the only other song that I've written for a celebrity that comes to mind. And Mew Suppasit is a celebrity. So this song, which I'm calling Celebrate the Birth of the Sun, was written for Mew for his birthday, but also to let Mew know that despite all of the shenanigans that was happening on social media, that there were people who cared about him and cared about his day of birth. And I felt you really needed to hear that message. And so that's main reason that the song came. It came incredibly quick, like a lot of my songs do. Let's see if I can put this where you can see it. This is the original version of the song, and you can see there's only one word that's been crossed out in that particular thing, which generally means it came quick. Now, I did write a cleaner version of the song because I did put it up on some of my socials at the time, pretty much to put it out there on his birthday so that it was around. The sun imagery came into the song because Mew is associated with the sun. Mew Suppasit is a Thai actor and singer, and very active on social media, Twitter, Instagram in particular, and often was associated with a range of different emojis, including the emoji of the sun. And so Mew was very much associated with the sun. So in this particular song, it plays on that association of Mew being a sun, of Mew rising up and being born anew, Mew embracing his dreams, moving out there, taking risks in order to achieve his dreams. The brilliance that comes with somebody who is in the public eye a great deal, and therefore always has to have this radiant smile and be clothed in the brilliance, so that when people are looking at them, what they see quite often is very shiny, which is kind of what I am at the moment. The light's coming in through the window, and I'm very, very radiant at the moment because of that, but ignore that. So a lot of the imagery is to do with that aspect as well, and how that, can be hard to maintain, because the birth of the sun happens after a period of darkness. You've got this thing where in Egyptian pantheons, where you have the sun in the in the underrealms actually doing this battle in order to be born again, and having this whole aspect of it being difficult for the sun to be able to come up and rise. It's not an easy thing. It can be a hard thing. That's why we celebrate the solstice, the winter solstice, and the birth of the sun, because the birth of the sun may not happen. There is this particular period of darkness, and we need to sort of see that the light is going to return. So there's got a whole lot of those sorts of aspects in the song as well. The song goes something like this. Let me just... Celebrate the birth of the sun, lighting up his path hard won, destined to rise and rule the sky, chasing dreams as he soars so high. Smile radiates through everything, encouraging the birds to sing, clothed in colors splendorful. Even a glimpse is wonderful. We celebrate your day of birth, and every day you've been on this earth, wishing you many more to come. Happy birthday, Mew, our radiant one. And you can see that the trajectory of the song, it goes up in the middle. It's kind of like trying to capture the way the sun rises and then sets. And so you have it low in the sky, high in the sky, low in the sky. So the three verses cover those particular three aspects of the morning, the noon, and the afternoon to evening. So you have that in there as well. Now, if you wanted to, you could tweak this song and have it as not being a birthday song to Mew Suppasit, which is why it was written. But if you really wanted to use the song as a solstice song, you could do that as well, just by removing the word Mew. You could make happy birthday cover that line, or you could put something else in place of that. If there is a particular sun deity, for example, that you want to honor, you could potentially put their name there and have them as being born, and happy birthday them. Either would probably work fairly well. It would depend on how many syllables you're trying to put in there, or you could just put to happy birthday to our radiant one, and leave it without any name at all, because that would also work. Happy birthday to our radiant one, because that's the only part of the song that specifically includes Mew. The way that it's intended to be sung is very upbeat and happy. It can be hard to sing happy sometimes, just like it's hard to sing sad. I mean, singing with emotion can be really, really tricky. I'm not a singer by vocation. I write songs and I enjoy singing, and I find singing to be an uplifting thing to do. I find singing really vibrates with my spirit, and if I'm honoring someone or something, singing seems an apt way of doing that for me. So singing is something that is part of how I embrace my spirituality. My spirituality is very much around songs, around music, and that's to do with the energy and the colors that are aligned in music. With the way that energies can be represented, that energy can be represented in so many different ways, in geometric shapes, in colors, in numbers, and in sound. And by singing, we are putting energy out, and it's what do we want to put on that energy. So the way we sing is important in order to energize the intention of the song, and so that when we sing it out, it is sung out with purpose, so that it goes out and does something with that sound and dissipates into the air, and that energy is released and it moves into and interacts with the energy around it to pass things on. So essentially, that's the story behind Celebrate the Birth of the Sun. I hope you enjoyed this little bit. I think it's going to be a relatively short one today, but hopefully you like it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.